Okay, one of the lots coming up in our interiors November sale is lot 75, which is a little oil sketch by Spanish Impressionist painter Sorolla Y Bastida. Now this is interesting because we think it's an early work and it dates between 1878 and 1879. Now you can see that there is a signature on the painting and a date, although we do think this has been added by a later hand. The fact that the painting is on cigar box wood means that it perhaps is warped and has been cut down, so perhaps the original signature was cut off at that point. However, the painting has been authenticated by the leading authority on Sorolla's work, who is the granddaughter of the artist Blanca Sorolla. Now she has had a look at the painting firsthand and has authenticated it when she had a look at it at the Sorolla Museum in Madrid. So she's agreed to include it in her catalogue raisonné under the cataloguing number BPS 18, so it has got excellent provenance. Now this painting also has an interesting history. So before it came to us here at Bidland Webb, it was owned by Joaquin OBE. He was a linguist and was known to travel. It has been mentioned that perhaps he was a spy as well. So he was the first person that we know to have owned the painting, and we know this because it was listed on an inventory of his house contents in the 1930s. Once he died in the early 1970s, he bequeathed it to a family member, and she had it in her flat in Kensington until she then bequeathed it to another family member who is the current owner of this painting. Okay, so a similar work to this painting also sold at Bonham's a few months ago, and his work is particularly desirable, seeing as this little oil sketch sold for £188,500. So our estimate of £20,000 to £30,000 is perhaps a little bit more tempting, and certainly something to consider if you're looking to invest in the art market.